Welcome to another episode in Simple Economics. This is an episode, as we usually do, once a month, one in English and two in Spanish, and then there is the book of the month. So that's the methodology we're going to be incurring during 2018. So first of all, thank you for listening. And today we're going to talk about is money following you or are you following money? Which is a very interesting question when talking about the different things that happen in life concerning money. And usually the thing is that when we are talking about money, people are taking decisions based on following the money, based on, for example, I'm going to study a career not because I'm passionate about it, but because it is a career that pays the most in the long run. And so we make a decision in the long run to follow the money and to engage in that. For example, we also take different activities and activities that we say they're going to help us follow the money and create money. So we're constantly doing that. And when we graduate or when we get our masters or when we get our PhD and things are not paying as we expected, then we start blaming other things instead of ourselves. We start blaming that we should have taken another route. We start blaming that we should have taken another decision. And we go on that until we reach like what I called a wall. And this wall tells us that we have to step back and rethink. And that wall I have seen in my experience that happens around the 30s or the 40s. Usually around 30 or 40 years you get a crisis and you say, well, this was not what I intended to do. This was not my purpose. This was not what I dreamt about. And that is the thing. When we follow the money, we usually crush our dreams and we choose money instead. But money will always come. And that's the thing. That's the thing when you read about Branson, when you read about Steve Jobs, when you read about Mark Zuckerberg, when you read about Donald Trump, when you read about many other persons that are millionaires today, or billionaires in this case, they usually have one thing in common. And that thing in common is that they take into account their passion. And from their passion, they build their dreams. And that is why I always, when you're trying to follow somebody and when you're trying to learn, always follow a biography. Always read a biography so you can understand all the difficulties this person had at the beginning when following his passion. When you follow your passion, first of all, you're going to have a lot of people, and I really mean a lot of people, that are going to tell you that you're wrong. For example, if you want to be an artist, if you want to paint, people are going to tell you, yeah, painters die of hunger. And when you want to be shooting movies, then they're going to tell you that this is not possible. And when you say that things are not possible, you often take a step back and you say, well, maybe my dreams are not what I expect them to be, so I will take painting as a hobby and I will study something more into my line of career, and you end up studying accounting. So you deal with numbers, you deal with these things, and you are on your desk wishing you were painting. And this happens once and again, because when you reach that financial success, you understand what Abraham Maslow said when he organized our priorities. You don't reach the self-realization. Maslow said that is the last step on the ladder. Okay, you make money, you covered your necessities, you are living all right, and Maslow says there is something called self-appreciation, something you need to fulfill yourself. And oftentimes we get only to the third part of that triangle. So Maslow was very certain of that. And when you see, for example, the story of Richard Branson, he writes that he was broke when he started Virgin, and he was just following his dreams. And when you see the story of Arianna Huffington, which is an amazing story, in a book called Fearless, she talks about how everybody was telling her she was wrong. And everybody usually doesn't know your passion. And that's the thing, our passion will guide us to the money. Money will follow us if we follow our passion. Because that's the thing. You can be good at something. I believe you can be good at anything if you practice. But exceptional, you're only going to be in the things that passion you. In the things that are really motivating you. In the things that you really think that are going to make a change. And that's the thing. When you follow your passion, and I really have seen people who are following their passion, it is amazing to be around them. You understand the business, you understand the speech, you understand everything. They make everything simple because they love it so much. And when you see passion, you think of persons in history such as Churchill, such as John F. Kennedy, such as Abraham Lincoln, Martin Luther King. People that were really following their passion and their heart. And that's the thing. Maybe you won't be rich, maybe you will. But the thing is that you're going to make a change. Make a change in yourself, make a change in your family, make a change in your community, and eventually make a change on everyone. And that's the thing. When you see a business person that follows their passion, you can see it in their veins. You can see that they really, really like what they're doing. They put the extra hours and still they got home happy to play with their kids. They wake up early with a cup of coffee and you see a smile on their face. And that's the thing about passion. It never fades. You just need to go over and over and passion will do it. It's like looking those football players playing and smiling when they're playing because they follow their passion. And I believe we'll have a place in this world, and often we don't take it because we're not following our passion, because it is difficult to follow our passion. So my question and my reflection for this Friday is, are you going to let money guide you, or are you going to guide money? Because that's the thing. That's the thing. You can get to be rich. You can get to be recognized. But maybe you don't feel like that's your field. So when you start doing a change in life, or when you start raising your kids, or when you start trying to make a change on whatever you want to pursue, just keep in mind that passion always attracts money. And that it's something that you cannot learn. You just have it. You just have to cultivate it. You just have to practice it. And everything will fall in place. Thank you for listening. This is Mauricio Garita. And this is Simple Economics Radio.